Plaintiff Mindy Jernigan met the defendant 20 years ago, and they were best friends until the defendant and her family member jumped Mindy over a parking ticket. Mindy's suing her former friend today for the balance due in a car. Defendant Jessica Casey says she and Mindy were good friends, but she was devastated after Mindy threatened to call Child Protective Services on her when she was in an abusive relationship. Jessica denies owing Mindy for anything.
Start with you.
Me and Jessica met over 20 years ago, and I consider her to be a best friend. Growing up, I didn't have my dad, and he was and still is addicted to drugs, and so I struggled a lot with abandonment and rejection. So all I ever really wanted from Jessica was love and support, and it's not really what I got as an adult.
For 20 years, or as an adult?
As an adult. When we were kids, it's a little different.
Right.
But as an adult.
Okay.
So in 2017, she decided to jump me with a family member because of a ticket that was put on my car. I went up to my job and I asked her to stay with my car and don't leave it because I didn't want to pay for parking. She came upstairs, and when I came back down, there was a ticket on it, and her excuse was, I didn't know how to park a car, that's not my fault. So, I mean, I just felt like it was her fault and that she should pay for it. We got in a physical altercation and I got jumped by her and her family member.
Plaintiff Mindy Jernigan is suing her former best friend, who claims Mindy threatened to call Child Protective Services on her.
And how did that work out? What ultimately was the result of the assault?
We stopped talking for 2 months.
Okay.
I then forgave her again. We've been friends for over 20 years.
Right.
Then in 2018, she was in a domestic dispute a couple of times, and every single time I came and I helped her get out of it. And eventually I was really upset and I got sick of it, and I threatened to call CPS on her because I didn't want her kids going through what they were going through.
Some man was physically abusing her in front of the children?
So
who told you that? She had?
I knew. I seen it. She told me.
You saw it?
Yeah, it's very, you know.
What happened?
She got really upset with me because I threatened to call CPS. But we still remain friends.
Okay. And you didn't? Did the assault stop? Do you know?
I don't think so.
When you say you think, what makes you?
No, it didn't.
Okay, good enough. All right, let's start here, and then we'll get to the details of the car arrangements. Ma'am?
As you know, it's been over 20 years. Friendships, people go through things. The fight she was referring to, she actually attacked me.
No, I did not.
I called someone because I actually had an appointment to be to. They came and picked me up. And then when we got in the fight, I didn't see anyone jump in. I knew they came out to break us up, and that's what they claimed, to break it up, but she claimed
they
she
didn't
got
like it.
jumped.
All right, then what? After that, we got that out of the way.
And then she threatened to call CPS on me, and I feel as if she was really my friend.
Why was she threatening to do that?
Because of my now ex-boyfriend and things that were happening.
What did you say when she threatened to do that? What did you tell her?
I told her, like, what friend does that? If you were really my best friend, you would help me and not.
I was trying to help
you. Had she tried to help you?
Yeah, she's always there for me, always. So I didn't understand.
Well, she had tried to help you.
But I feel like as a friend, you wouldn't threaten to call CPS on me. You would just.
Perhaps you should have called the police instead.
Probably.
Just help me a different way.
Help you how?
I guess just to be there for me more. Like.
Be there what?
Talk to me. I don't know.
Right. So you call authorities. If you have a person who is being assaulted by a man, a woman being assaulted by her man in front of children, you try and talk to your friend, you try and be there for your friend, you sit there and you say, girl, you gotta stop this. This man is doing this in front of your children. That is being there. And then it's even more being there to call the authorities. You don't have the strength, my best friend, but I do. I'm not gonna sit back here and watch this man beat you in front of your children and not call either the police or CPS. Perhaps you should have called the police instead of or first.
I agree.
Did you call the police ever?
No, I said I agree. That's exactly how I looked at it.
Yeah, and I would too if I were your friend and she perhaps called the wrong authority. But you felt that she shouldn't have called them and then that hurt your relationship?
For a while it did, yes.
What happened with the guy?
I'm no longer with him anymore. There's no more.
How did that come about?
I myself found it in me to finally leave and
Good.
move on. And he's in the
Good.
past.
All right. And tell me about the car.
Okay, so December 28th, 2018, I had a car I was selling. I wanted all cash for it, $5,200. But because Jessica didn't have a car, I wanted to help her. So I agreed to let her make payments because I have a lot of people that bless me in my life. So I wanted to bless her as I usually do.
Okay. What was the arrangement?
$250 a month.
How much down?
$1,000.
Okay.
She says the engine light came on 2 weeks later. I told her, come to the shop. My child's father owns an auto shop. Come to the shop, we'll figure it out. Things happen. Never brought it.
I wouldn't bring it either, depending on the relationship with your child's father. Were you all right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My child's father?
Yeah, I don't know. You
absolutely.
bring your car over there and get sugar, put it in the tank, depending on how you all getting along.
Oh, no,
She can't depend on how you getting along with your child's father. Taking my
older.
car over there, I might not get it back if y'all fall out.
Yes, but very older, mature gentleman. He's
Okay. Old mature gentlemen lose their mind too quicker, particularly if they got a young,
I don't
particularly
know.
if they got a young lady that's making them lose their mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. You weren't worried about that. I'm having a little fun here.
It's okay. It's okay.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
So you told her to bring it over and then he could fix it.
Yes, she sold the car. Never brought it. Says that the engine light came on and something about a Cadillac converter was going on the car.
And you told her to bring it and you would have
Yes.
it fixed, and she didn't bring it and instead sold it? That's what
Sold
you're
it
saying?
and then tried to offer me $2,000.
At that
but
point,
I
she
had-
owed how much? The amount you're suing for, $4,200?
Yes,
She
yes,
owed
yes,
at that
yes.
point
Sorry.
and wanted to give you $2,000
$2,000.
from the sale?
But she wanted me to sign a paper that said paid in full. I can't do that.
Right.
Plaintiff Mindy Jernigan is suing her former best friend, who claims Mindy threatened to call Child Protective Services on her.
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
She sold me the car. I have 3 children. I'm a single mom now at this point. The engine light came on. They said it was the cab converter. Her child's father does not work on those type of things. And I offered her the $2,000 because
Why did you sell it first? Let's go there.
I sold it because I wasn't able to fix it. I was all in the process of trying to
Did she tell you she would have it fixed?
get a stable home.
Did she tell you she would
Yes.
have it fixed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you ever agree to allow her to have it fixed?
Yes.
Okay, so why did you change your mind? And did you tell her you changed your mind?
Because I
Did
knew
you say, I'll change my mind about having it fixed. In fact, I'm going to sell your car and give you what I can.
No, she never told me anything.
What did you tell her?
Well, honestly, I didn't tell her anything until I said I have $2,000 for you. Because I was in the middle of trying to get my life together, a stable home for my children.
So
and
screw your best
for
friend over.
Food, and I thought she would take the payment of $2,000 and work with me.
Did you ask that?
Yes.
No. You wanted me to do paid in full. So how's that working with you? That's working with
Ma'am?
you?
Yes.
That's working with her? Giving her $2,000 when you owe $4,200? Take it or leave it? That's a good way to work. You know how to work. That's for sure. Any other defense, ma'am, to selling without her approval? The car was still hers until you paid it off.
I have a feeling she planned all this.
I don't believe that. I think she's too good of a friend to have done that. So, and I'm not going to interfere with that lifelong friendship that you all have and just leave your imagination out of it. Go with what has happened, all right? She chose her kids or her own pocket over your pocket. That's all that happened here. So, yeah, ma'am, unless you have a defense, and that defense would have to be she approved the sale of her car and told me I only had to give her less than half of what I owed her. You have anything such as that? Any other defense other than I know you say you were in financial straits, but she offered to have it fixed, even by your own admission. And when she said Junebug was gonna fix it, you could have just said, well, I don't want Junebug to fix it. Now, unless somebody else could fix it, no, I'm not agreeing to that. You're gonna have to give me my money back and take this car back, unless you find someone other than Junebug. But you didn't tell her that. You just said, I don't want Junebug to fix my car. I'm gonna sell it and give her what I can.
I even have text
You have
messages.
something
I'm
from
not sure
Junebug?
if this will... I'm the blue.
Yeah, I told you to bring it to me and I'd help you get it taken care of. I'm so done with you. Why would you hand me this?
Because of what
Telling
she said
you hate
back
the
to me.
woman. I've done so much. I hate you. After all I did with you, 20 years, you. Why would you give me this?
I was showing you.
You haven't been to court before, obviously.
Because of what it says below it. Because of what she said below. That's proof
Okay,
that...
she does say, okay, B, we'll see. You really think I'm gonna pay you after the light came on? Okay, ma'am. You could have kept that, ma'am.
Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna grant you the judgment for your car, ma'am.
Thank you.
She did not tell you or get permission from you. She would have had to have gotten authority to sell your car. And she did not, and you're due the entire amount. You have whatever you got from it, and you have to pass that along to her, and whatever the deficit is, you have to throw that on too, and not whatever you can. The total amount. Judgment for the plaintiff, $4,200. Have a good day.
I'm glad I'm gonna get paid.
I'm glad
You need to be a better friend.
and I'm glad this is over with, and we can let it go now.
Hopefully. I love you.
Love you.
Sorry, friend.
Maybe we'll talk about this.
Okay.